today? Okay, I hope all of you are doing fine, okay? So, what about your yesterday's worksheet? Have you done it? Really? Okay, if you have done it, that's great. If you haven't done it yet, please do it, okay? So, each of you can still relate to our study at school, okay? And was the question hard for you? I know it's so easy, Miss Nadia. Yeah, great. I know it. Do you still remember what did we learn yesterday? Yes, we learned about artifact. Okay, and artifact uh, are artifacts are objects that was found inside the King Tut's tomb. But it's not only objects that was found in um, King Tut's tomb, but also objects that objects that has very old object that's very old is called artifact. Maybe if the object is 100 years old, it is also called artifact. Okay, so artifact is old object. Okay, now we will learn something new. Okay, you see that ancient Egyptians leave leave their legacies. Okay, they leave legacies that we can still see them until today. For example, pyramids. You know pyramids, right? And then you know Sphinx also, right? Okay, so we will discuss things that ancient Egyptians leave for us that shows their 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 ability to think smarter than the people on that time. Okay, because ancient Egyptians were considered as the smartest people. Okay, we will discuss one by one. Do you know can you mention one of the greatest legacy that they leave for us that you can see until today? That's great. Pyramid. First is pyramid. I will use S here, pyramids, because they have lots of pyramids. Okay, so why why is pyramids considered as one of the greatest legacy of ancient Egyptians? Do you know why? Okay, I will draw pyramids. I'm not good in drawing. Just pretend that this is the pyramid, okay? And do you see that pyramid has stacks, hundreds stacks of stones? Wait. Okay. Look at this. Okay. 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 Do you see that the pyramid has 100 stacks of stones? Yes. Okay. And I believe all of you have seen the pyramids, okay, by your own. So, what is the So what's the unique of pyramid? Well, have you ever think that how how do they how did they make these stacks of hundred of stones? Can you imagine how did they make these stacks of stones? Okay, they use pulley, but is that are you sure with that? Are you sure with that? They stack it with pulley, or maybe they have lots of people, right? At that time they had a lot of people, or maybe their people make this stack. Well, we don't really know about it, right? So pyramids is considered as one of the greatest legacy of ancient Egypt. Okay, with those big, those huge um, building, and it is still good until today. Okay, so next, this one is pyramid, and then next, what is the greatest legacy that ancient Egyptian leave for us? Do you know the hieroglyph? We have discussed the hieroglyph in the classroom. Hieroglyph. They start to write. Right. Okay. Well, actually, ancient Egyptian used pictograph. Pictograph. Okay. They use pictograph. What is pictograph? Do you know about it? Well, this is the clue. Pict, picture. Yes. Ancient Egyptian used picture to write. Well, so what is the difference between hieroglyph and pictograph? Pictograph. Hieroglyph is the older. Hieroglyph is older than pictograph. So, ancient Egyptian, first they know hieroglyph, but then they simplified it into pictograph like this. Okay, so this is pictograph. Okay, so if today we use Latin for our letters, but then they use pictograph. But today we use Latin. Okay. Next. Oh, I'm sorry. Next. What was the greatest invention? Invention. Okay. Um. Do you know what is it? Paper. They found papyrus paper. Okay. At that time, they use plants to make paper like this. But today, our paper is like this, right? But at that time, have you ever seen the brown paper? The brown paper? Yes, that's papyrus paper. So what make this papyrus this papyrus paper was so famous? Mhm. Because ancient Egyptian found the paper first, and then they exported the paper into the to the countries around the Egypt. Yes, that's what make papyrus paper so so famous Black ink. Black ink. Do you have a black pen? Yeah. It was ancient Egyptians' invention that that still we can use until today. Okay, but of course it's not as this, our today's black ink is not the same as ancient Egyptian black ink at that time, but it has been it has went through newest invention, and then scientists found the the perfect mixture so that we have the black ink today. Okay. Next, next, what else was the greatest invention from ancient Egyptians? Okay, I will show you something. Do you know what is it? Oh, sorry, it's upside down. You know what is it? Yes, it's a watch. So, did the ancient Egyptian find the clock? Yes, they find the clock. Okay, of course, the clock that we have today is not as same as they have at that time. It's quite different. Okay, clock. They found clocks. Okay, so what was the clock look like at that time? Do you know? Yes, they use wait, I need eraser. Thank you. This is the sun. Okay. Okay. Can you guess what is it? Okay. At that time, ancient Egyptian used a stone um, a stone obelisk. Okay, they used a stone obelisk to show time. So, you know that all things have shadow, right? All things have shadow. So, it's easy for them to use this stone obelisk because when the sunlight hit the object here, the sunlight hit the stone obelisk, it will have shadow. So they have circle on it. Okay. So when the shadow hit 11, it means it is 11 o'clock. If the shadow hit, for example, 6, it's 6 o'clock. Okay. Um, the what if there was no sunlight? What if there was no sunlight? No time? Of course, no. Time is will still run, right? What if they don't have sunlight? Wow, it's interesting, right? So, if you remember, Egypt, uh, Egypt is located in the driest land of the earth. They have very little rain, even in 1 year. So, can you imagine, in the driest land, will there be rainy season like us in Indonesia? No. In the driest land on the earth, they almost don't have rainy season. Almost don't have. Okay? So it means the sun will shine, the sunlight will appear every day, even in the driest season, in the dry land. Okay? So they have sunlight every day. So when the stone obelisk, okay, shows the time when the sunlight hits this stone, it will have shadow, and the shadow will um, will point at the number here, and it shows clock. Interesting, right? And do you know, people at that time also have watch like this. Yes, like the one I wear now, but it's not exactly like what I have now. It's it's totally different. So, do you know what did their watch look like? Well, it's so simple. They have they use a lightweight of of a of a stick, okay, of a stick. So they use a lightweight of stick, and it's about a foot long. 1 foot is about 12 centimeters. Okay, so about 24 centimeters. So uh, imagine that this is a long stick, a foot long stick. Okay, and they divide it into several sections. Usually they use 10 until they made 10 until 12 sections. So imagine this 30 centimeters ruler, you divide it into 10 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sections. Okay, and then there were there was a short stick in the middle of the long stick, like this. So how did they use it? Do you know how? Can you tell me? Okay, look. My question is, uh, on what side does sun always rise every day? East. And what side does the sun set every day? West. Okay. So they point this stick, this 1 foot long stick. One side was pointed to the east, and one side pointed at the west. Okay. So, for example, Miss Maya, can you help me, please?
Yes.
For example, okay, Miss Maya is the west side, where the sun sets every day. Okay, and I will be the east side. Okay, when the sun rises on the east, okay, on the east every day, the shadow will point at certain number, right? go through like this every day. So when the sun set on the west, the shadow will point at certain number 2. Does it make sense? Okay, so thank you, Miss Maya. So watch at that time was simplified from this stone obelisk. Yet this is not as simple as we have today, right? Because you have to, if you use this, um, what is it? This kind of clock, shadow clock, you have to find, um, you have to find the sunlight, right? What if it is in rainy season? Can you use it as well as in the dry season? Of course, no. But since Egypt is located in the driest land on the earth, they can use it almost every day. Okay, so this is what watch looked like on ancient Egypt time. Okay, so interesting, right? Maybe you can try to make this kind of watch at home. Okay, and then uh, next thing. Okay, next thing they found at that time that we still use until today is calendar. Calendar? Yes, it's calendar. Okay, it's calendar. Okay, so this is the calendar. Um, January. Okay, 1, 2, and so on until 31. Okay, and so on until 31. They found the system of calendar that we use today. How did they do it? First, they have 365 days, and they divided it into 12 months. Okay, so did they do this calendar system to know time, like we to know days and then months like we use today? No, actually they use this system to predict. They use this system to predict the flood, the annual flooding of Nile River. Do you know Nile River, right? The river that ancient Egyptians used in for their daily activities. So they use this system to predict the annual flooding of the Nile River because they believe that if the Nile River was flooding, they will have a lot of blessing. They will receive a lot of blessing from the gods and goddesses. But if the Nile River water didn't reach the minimum level of water, they believe that the gods and goddesses um, was not bless them. So they will do some ceremony, they will serve the gods and the goddesses more. Okay, because they believe if the Nile River was flooding, they will receive a lot of blessing from the gods and the goddesses. They believe that the gods and goddesses pleased with them. Okay, so interesting, right? And you realize now that some things are the legacy of ancient Egyptians at that time, like calendar, and then time, the clock, the watch. Okay, the clock and the watch. At first, the watch is like this, but then it becomes like this. Okay, and then the paper we use until today, the ink, the black ink, okay, especially, and then the writing and the pyramid. Okay, so what is the moral value of ancient Egypt? Of the We learn ancient Egypt, right? So what is the moral value can you learn from this theme? Yes, first you learn from ancient Egypt. We learn to survive even in the driest land on the earth, but we learn that we have to survive even in our hardest time. Okay, we have to survive. And then we learn that we have to respect, we have to put respect to our ancestors. Okay, to our ancestors, even with your parents. Remember our class rules? Yes, we have to respect our authority, we have to respect our ancestors also. Okay, and then next, you have to study well. Okay, we have discussed that ancient Egyptian was considered as one of the smartest people on the earth. So, you have to study well and then explore more so you can leave a remarkable legacy on on the earth. Okay, even in your life. Okay, so learning ancient Egyptians is so interesting, right? So many mystery that we still search for it. Okay, the pyramid, the Sphinx, how did they build the tomb, and then the sarcophagus? Okay, so many mystery, and it's so interesting. But we have to end it. We have to end our discussion about ancient Egyptian, and then next week we will learn something new. What is it? We will learn about Viking, and maybe you can search for some information. You can read some books, some search, so we can discuss more about the Viking next week. Okay, don't forget to do your worksheet, answer the question on it, and you have 1 minute to drink and then to prepare for your next lesson. You will learn math with Miss Maya. Okay, 1 minute.
Hello second graders, how are you today? Come back again with me, Miss Maya. It's mean that math time! Don't forget to prepare your math book, pencil, and also eraser. Okay? Are you ready guys? Show me your thumb. Good job! So, before we start, I would like to always remind you that use masker if you are going out from your house, and but better if you are not better if you just stay at home. And then don't forget to always wash your hand before you touch something or after you touch something. And then keep the distance between you. Okay? Better you stay at home if it's not really urgent. Actually, you don't need to go out from your house because we can still learning and live streaming like this. Okay? Good job. Before we start, Miss Maya will ask you something. Did you already done with your lesson 19? Yes or no? Okay. For those who are already done, thank you. Good job. I really appreciate that. But for those who didn't done with that, it's okay. Now we will review it together. Can you please open your math book, page 19F? 19F. Okay? Miss Maya will review about the word problem because some of you still confused how to solve the word problem. Okay, eyes on Miss Maya. Prepare your pencil, your eraser, or maybe your paper. Okay? Take a look for the number 15. Let me read the question. Or maybe we can read the question together. Okay? A truck driver drove the following numbers of miles on different days. 495, 382, 516, and 402. How many miles did he drive in all? Okay, let me tell you the keyword. The keyword of this number is in all. What does it mean? If you find the question in all, it means that you have to do the addition or you have to plus the number. So we have to plus the numbers of miles that the driver drove. Okay? The first one is 495 and then 382. Is it clear enough? Okay? And then 560 and then 402. Okay, we have to plus it all. Why? Because the keyword is in all. Get it now? Okay, don't forget always start from the ones place or start from the back. This part. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 6 is 13 plus 2 is 15. Only write the 5 here and bring the 1 to the next family or to the next number here to the tens column. And then 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 8, 18. 18 plus 1, 19. 19 plus 0, still 19. Write the 9 here, right under this family, and then bring the 1 here. Get it now? Okay, let's continue. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5, 13. 13 plus 4, 17. Good job. Don't forget to put the dot every 3 digits from the back. 1, 2, 3, and then dot. So this is the answer. Because the in all. So the answer is he drive 1,795 miles. Okay, guys? Get it now? Okay. And then number 16. I want to review the number 16. It's about the perimeter. Do you still remember what is perimeter? About the song? Perimeter, perimeter, plus the length all of the sides. Now, do you still remember that song? Of course. Take a look for the number 16. Okay. Now, let me read the question. This backyard is a rectangle. Rectangle? If you need, you can draw it first. Rectangle is like this. Two sides are 25 feet and two sides are 35 feet. What is the perimeter of his yard? So, how many sides you have if you have the rectangle like this? 4 sides, right? But there are 2 sides with different length. So, this is 25. Sorry, maybe I have to change the size of the perimeter. Yep, like this. This side is 25. This side is 26 feet. Guys, for your information and here what is that? To review, this side has the same length. This side also has the same length with this. So this one is also 25 feet and this one is also 26 feet. After this, what should you do? Good job, guys. You have to plus the length all of these sides. Good. So 25 plus 26 plus 25 again plus 26. If you are confused with this, you can do it like this. With the column addition. Get it now? Come on, let's count together. 5 plus 6, 11. 11 plus 5, 16. 16 plus 6, 22. Good job. Just write 2 here and bring the 2 here. And then 2 plus 2, 4. Plus 2 again, 6. Plus 2 again, 8. Plus 2 again, 10. Just write 10 like this. So the perimeter of this backyard is 102 feet. Get it now? Show me your thumb. Very good. Miss Maya will only review this number 15 and 16. For the rest you can answer it by yourself. You can do the skip count for the number 17 and you can use addition on number 18. Okay guys, good. After this, be ready because Miss Maya will give you a little bit sneak peek about what we will learn next week. It's a little bit basic concept of drumroll subtraction. Who already know about subtraction? what is subtraction? Okay, can you please just put down your pencil, your book and your eraser? Eyes on Miss Maya, okay? So subtraction is when you take away some number, or for the symbol we use the minus. For example, 7 minus 2. How many? 7. Take 2 away. 5. Good job. That's a little bit the simple explanation. So in this question, Miss Maya will give you a question like 496 minus 132. So now we use this symbol, minus. If before we use plus, now we use minus like this. So we say like this, 496 minus 132. Get it now? Okay, next, let's continue. Same like the addition, if you do the subtraction, you have to always start from the back or from the very last number. Yeah, let's start from this. 6 minus 2. It means that you have 6 and Miss Maya will take away 2. How many left? 4. Good job, guys. 4. And then next, 9 minus 3. Miss Maya have 9 and we'll take away 3. How many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Good job. Write it here. Always write under this family. For this one is ones, tens, hundreds. Is it clear enough? Good job. Next, 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1. 3. Good job. Now you already find the answer. So 496 minus 132 is 364. Got it now? Show me your thumb. Maxi, James, Jenner, Gashi, Citro, Melin, Titus, Jordan, Ruby, Alan, and Jasmine. Show me your thumb. Good. This is still basic subtraction. Let me give you another question. Are you ready, guys? Yes. Another question. Sorry, wait, I want to take a try. I come back. Okay. Always start from the back. 1 minus 0. What does it mean, Miss? 1 minus 0. It means that 1 you will minus with nothing. Still 1 because there is no 1 as your number. Only 1. Good job. 1 minus 0, 1. 5 minus 3, 2. 5. 1, 2, 3. Go away. Still 2. 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 950 431 minus 430 is 521. Got it now? Good. After this, Miss Maya will give you question again. It's about missing number, but actually it's still about subtraction. In this question, okay, eyes on Miss Maya. 5 plus beep equals 10. What's wrong with this question? Yeah, we have to find how many is the beep. So, all you have to do is minus this to this. 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5. So, you have 10 like this. Take 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still have 5. Good job. So, the bit is 5. Let's check. 5 plus 5 is 5 plus 5 is 10. Are you understand? Good job. Another question still about like this. 6 minus x equals, wait, sorry, 12. Or maybe I will make it like this. 11. So, you have 11 and you will take 6 away. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you still have 5. So, let's check. Before you answer, let's check. 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 11? Good. So, 6 plus x11 equals 11. So, the x is 5. Good job. Now, can you please open your math book again? Lesson 20. Like this. The number 1, they already answered the question for the number 1. Now, let's figure it out, the answer for the number 2. The question is 60 minus 40. 60 minus 40. Let's count it together. 0 plus 0 is 0. Yeah, still 0. Oh yeah, always start from the back, the very last number. And then 6 minus 4 is 6. Take the 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Good job. Yeah, you already found the answer. 60 minus 40 is 20. But hold on. You have to check by adding. Check by adding. Like this. 40 plus 20. Write this on the top of the question and the result on the bottom of the question. So we have to check by adding. Plus it like this. 0 plus 0, still 0. 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. 60. Wow. Is it the same between this and this? Is it the same? please today try to answer the lesson practice 28. You can try the number 3, 4, 5, 6, and don't forget the word problem like this. Just read first and find the keyword. For the 13, let me tell you the keyword. There are 32 students in Mrs. Martin's class. 10 students are out with the flu today. How many are in the class today? How many? How many? So you have to count it. You have to minus the 32 with the 10. 32 minus 10. Can you please find your own answer? Okay? I think it's enough for today for math. Don't forget to do your worksheet and then always use your mask, wash your hand, keep the distance, stay at home, and see you on the other live streaming.